Good evening and welcome to my end of the week recap and plan ahead for Apple here on Thursday. If you remember from the previous video, I was looking for a move above 179.5. As it turns out, got that move on the opening drive. However, I was not available on the open, so missed out on that move. As it turns out, it looks like market makers caught some bulls on the wrong side, pushed it back below, trailed out some stops, and just kind of chopped along, kind of trailed up for the rest of the day. I did take a midday entry here in the 180 calls at 198. Trailed those out up here when it looks like there's a lot of topping tails. Price action wasn't going to really hold above this high and got out at 208 for a small little gain there. Friday, I was looking for a move down towards the 8 EMA, which is this green line, coincides with the blue line over here on the daily time frame around 177. Came close enough for me to go ahead and take a trade. Got in the 177.5 calls for next week at 222. Looked like it was going to continue much higher. Had a decent break above VWAP right here, this purple line, and failed. Upon that failure, went ahead, closed out the position. Took a small little gain there at 235. So into the end of the week, small little gains. Nothing really to brag about, but gains are gains. So we'll see what happens going into the next week. With that in mind, I'm going to go ahead to my higher time frame. Overall, what I'm looking at is this nice steady trend line that is climbing up much higher. Got a couple green lines here as well that represent the moving averages I'm looking at as far as the daily time frame to reference for a potential 2 or 3 day swing trade. We do have earnings coming up in just about 2 weeks, so we have one more week of trading before those earnings are accounted for in price, so we'll see what happens on that. I will be looking for support here at the 8 EMA of around 177 or the 21 EMA all the way down here around 175. If this trend line breaks, it'll probably run straight down through here and come down to 175 fairly quickly. Below that, of course, is the 50 SMA at 173-ish, which I don't have a line on there right now, but that automatically will be a support entry if it does come all the way back down there. Overall, I'm still looking for this move up here to around 190-ish on the daily time frame. Earnings may be the catalyst that we need to push it up that high. Ultimately, only time will tell. For the time being, I'm not looking for a breakout type of position. I want to look for some sort of a pullback to one of these supports. However, if I do see somewhat of a strong bullish candlestick, something like this with more volume, I will go ahead and trade above that versus that low. This will be my trade plan for Monday. Everybody have a good weekend and good luck.